I am wide awake. I hear my past trauma. I didn't masterly. I maneuvered out the matrix to defy these fiery darts being thrown at me. No time for sleep. I got lots to see. Digging.
Hi, welcome to my channel. Yes, I am Dadrina Velour. My channel is Wide Awake. Welcome. If it is your first time here, thank you for clicking onto the video. I hope something that I say is beneficial or that is helpful for you. Okay, if you have been here before and you're coming back, thank you so much. If you are subscribed and have the bell notification on, I would really want to express to you how much I do appreciate. I appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate your time. I am outside. I'm gonna try to elevate my voice. I hope that you guys can hear me, but I had to be outside right now. I had to be outside to even channel this video, to be honest. It's so beautiful today. Okay, you guys are so beautiful today. If no one has told you, I love you. Okay, how can you love somebody you don't even know? Because that's just who I am. That's who I embrace to be. Okay? Someone that is loving. So I don't desire to be anything else. So I can say, I love you. I love you. Thank you, Lord. I want to talk about the alchemical process of thoughts. I have talked about this sort of topic before. I'm going to discuss it again. The alchemical process of your thoughts and how your thoughts can move what we would call mountains. How your thoughts can move boundaries that are in place in your life. When you get into a position where you feel like you are stuck or bound, when you feel like you have no way out of a situation, first of all, our choices are our life is only made up of choices that we have made. But not only the choices that we have made, but also there are factors that are playing on around this that is playing around us. All right. There are factors and things that are playing on through people, places, and things that we are connected to. So I hear and I have heard before, people say, "Oh, it's your own choices." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a very big part of it, the choices that you make. But there are other factors. I will have you know that there are other factors that come into play that leads a person into the predicament of their life, whatever the predicament of your life is. Your thoughts are one of the biggest things that come into play daily. I say moment by moment and second by second. All right. Always constantly staying hopeful, remaining optimistic. So let me be the one to tell you that we won't be able to in every second of the day be happy, joyful, optimistic. For me, in my opinion, that's not realistic. Okay, but even in those moments and times when you are doubtful, the moments and times when you're being pessimistic, you're being on the negative side, I feel like those times as well is a part of the alchemy of getting you to your destination. But what type of outcome do you want? Do you want a negative outcome or a positive outcome? So you can have moments of negativity, doubt, pessimism, pessimism. You can have moments of that. We will have moments of that. Okay? Because all things work together for good. Even the bad times, even the negative times, even the doubting is going to work together for your good. So you definitely want the positive thoughts to outweigh the negative thoughts. So that's what it's all about. All right. You want optimism and the feelings of hope to outweigh negativity, sadness, right? You want it to outweigh. So if you're being sure that that's what's going on, I think all things will work together for good. Okay? So it's like if you put it on a Richter scale, you know, how negative are you being? How positive are you being? Whether you're doing it hour by hour, you're doing it daily, it's a weekly thing, all year. Like, have you had a negative, bad year where you just down and negative, you know, but then that next year things are up, you know, you're more on the positive side? Or for me, because things, even when things seem to be going slow, time moves very quickly. Time moves like that. All right? So no person is able to move as quick as time. Even when it seems like things are going slow, I will have you know that time is always moving quickly. All right? So you want to take that year down. A week is too long. Like, you want to go day by day, really. You want to get within a day of span of, I say 24 hours, but within that 24 hours, you probably only up, 12 to 15 hours of those days. 12? Yeah, I said maybe 12. Let's say, yeah, between 12 to 15 hours. Let's just say 12 to 15 hours averagely are you up, you know, and going at the day. So out of those 12 to 15 hours, you want to spend at least 7 or 8 of those hours. I say more than half of that 12, 7, 8 of those hours being positive, being hopeful, and being up. I call it up. All right, you want to stay up. Okay, you have a moment of down, a moment of negativity. You always want to bring yourself back up. All right, even with knowing when you are being down or negative or on the downside, it's okay. You want to quickly bring yourself back up. Okay. Because your thoughts is what's creating that thing. Your thoughts is creating your day. Your thoughts is creating your mood. Your thoughts is creating your life. Okay? So we will be presented, that's what life is. We will be presented with things. We will be presented with obstacles, blocks, things that come across as illusions, like you don't know if it's real or if it's not. Or you like a lot of times our dreams, you know, some people's dreams are so outlandish or unrealistic, and those dreams might come across as illusions. But you know, for me, there is nothing that is impossible. There's nothing impossible. So my dreams, I realize, will come across to the average mind as unrealistic. Oh, I know. My dreams will come across to the average person as being highly unlikely. Okay? But that's when it comes down to a person's own chemical makeup of their own mind and their own thoughts and what they're able to believe. You know. So you have the alchemical process that goes on within a person that makes them who they are. Then it's a personality of a person that makes them who they are. So it's like, okay, now we're coming up like it's like a chemical scientific process. It's like it's scientific. Like everything goes to numbers. Numbers goes to science. Science and numbers are so closely related. In numbers, everything goes to numbers. So everything goes to a science. Got it down to a science. The makeup of a person's body is science. It's chemical. It's alchemical. It's an alchemical. Yeah. It's an alchemical process. Your thoughts is an alchemical process. How your thoughts mix with things outside of you. The moment in time, like the right place at the right time. You have to be in the right place at the right time. Yeah. So I'm even thinking about it's not what you know, it's who you know. So you're in the right place at the right time with the right people, the right person, talking and discussing the right thing. Again, at the right place at the right time. Right there, what you are doing, that's science. You are creating some form of science, like some form of science, chemistry. So the science of chemistry. All right. You are creating chemistry within a certain time, being in the right place at the right time, knowing the right person, right people, okay? Discussing a certain thing, doing a certain thing at the right time. Timing is everything. All right? So I can go all the way to. Do not let me lose you, okay? Stay with me. First of all, I must point out the beauty in this sky here. And taking that moment to breathe in this moment in time. Me being here, right here, in this location, at this time, in this hour, on this day, up under this sky, at this moment, was not by so happenstance. Here, drinking my smoothie, a chocolate Hulk with 100% cocoa, no terminado. It's not by so happenstance. All right, this moment was already prepared in time to happen, to transpire, for me to sit here and do this video on this topic. All right, with these trees that surround me now, with this air that's blowing now, with the weather like this, like it is now, everything, the cars that are here driving past me now, all of that is a part of the chemical process. Did I say too much? Did I don't know. I don't say too much. I just hope I didn't start talking too weird there. Too strange. All things work together. Those are the things that are working together. Yes. These trees are working together with me in translating this message. I'm on subject, but I'm finna switch subjects. Do you guys know the origination of animals? I'll say of livestock. Of the livestock being the farm animals. Not every animal is livestock is a farm animal. Was originally created to be livestock. You know, we learned that as children. The farm animals, the basic animal, right? The horse, the pig, the chicken. What else was it? Was it the goat? All right. Those animals were not originally created to be eaten. Livestock digesting in earth, the vegetation, crops in the ground. That was their original feeding method. That was what they ate. Vegetation from the ground. All right. Which helped in producing out the air or gases that they exhale into the air to purify the air, to purify the farm, to purify the food and the other animals. They purify one another and they kept the air purified. That was the original creation for livestock. Hope I explained that correctly. Like, I don't know, maybe other people like, oh, you didn't know that? I knew that. I mean, I get that a lot. Like stuff that I find out and I think it's so profound, but it's like, that's been known, you know? So it's profound for me when I really started to research that, because I wanted to know what was the point of animals. Like, why were animals here? Like, they couldn't be here just to be our animals, you know what I'm saying? Just to be our pet, you know? They couldn't just be here just for us to eat them. Like, y'all was created for us to just eat you. Like, I really wanted to know. So no, animals have so much more of a significance and importance, because I knew that too. That when God creates and does things, he does it for he kills 2 birds. I say 2 birds with 1 stone, but now God kills about 15 or more birds with 1 stone. With one creation, God has so many things in mind. So when he created animals, especially livestock, the farm animals, when he created farm animals, he had so much in mind that they were here to help in with life. Okay, so now fast forward, the animals, they are feeding animals. Oh, I'm going off subject. They are feeding animals intravenously with all types of things, all types of chemicals. No longer is a lot of these animals even eating vegetation from the ground, all right, because that's how fast they have to produce this food, that they won't allow them to their proper nutrients. They're finding chemicals and antibiotics in certain ways to intravenously feed these animals, to plump them up so they can get the produce out and get the food out, all right? Now, food is all we really need to survive, you guys. We eat food. Nowadays, we eat food for entertainment. We don't really eat it for our health, for our nutrition. Food is really just for our nutrition. We don't need half of the food that we eat throughout the day. We don't even really need. It's a part of entertainment. But if we ate just really what we need nutrition-wise, a lot of the days we don't even need to eat. We can survive off of water, the air, and the sun. That's another video, okay? How our thoughts help us in creating our lives. How our thoughts help us move and push past the boundaries and mountains, all right, that have been put in our way. These boundaries have been put in our way through our choices. These mountains have been put in our way through for a test, to help us and to teach us to persevere and to continue on and to push past, to help us to learn things, learn lessons. So these boundaries, again, could be lessons. These mountains are coming to form their lessons to teach us. Yeah, I must say that a lot of our boundaries and our mountains, obstacles, blocks have been put for what we call the enemy, like our enemy, our hater, trying to stop us. They're trying to stop our flow. But in my opinion, I feel like even with our haters have trying to block us and stop us from success. It's still a part of the chemical makeup. It's still a part of the blueprint. So, this is another video. So even the people that we may view as our enemy, as our hater, have only been sent to appear as a hater, but they are the ones who are pushing you into your greatness. All right, they're pushing you into seeing yourself, because a lot of times we only see through negativity. We only see things through toxicity. All right, so we have to view a person as, oh, that's my hater. They hating on me. But really, if we really look at another perspective, that person that we feel is hating on us and they're throwing obstacles in our way is really a friend appearing as an enemy. A friend is trying to push you to a new level. Trying to get you out your comfort zone. Our thoughts are like chemicals. Our brains. Okay, now I want to go say a thought. I'm going from the thought to the brain. To the brain. Because, okay, of course you could say that the thought comes from the brain, right? But I don't feel like the thought alone comes from the brain itself, the organ of the brain. The thought goes through the organ of the brain, because a thought comes from your environment, your atmosphere, your personality, what you've been through, what you see, how you see things, your rationale, your perspective forms a thought, and that thought goes through the organ of the brain. Am I making sense? So the thought doesn't come from the brain. It's an alchemical process of the things put together, and it comes through the organ of the brain, if that makes sense. So again, how you can move your obstacles and blocks through thought. So environment. So you could be having a bad day. If you're having a bad day, a bad moment, you're feeling down, you're more on the negative side and pessimistic side, for whatever reason. They don't tell them what transpired. They don't tell them what you heard, what you saw, what happened to you, what somebody said to you, what somebody did to you, So now you having a little negative day, all right? So the last thing, so you already have that chemical process going on of negativity. So, now normally you on the positive side. So you have that normal positive side mixed in with that day of being negative. The last thing you want to do, environment. The last thing you want to do is go into an environment of people, into a toxic environment of people that are negative that day as well, or that is always negative. Because now you see how you're mixing up your chemicals. You're getting a person, yourself, who is normally you try to stay positive, but this day you're not having a positive day. So now you're gonna get that alchemy. You're going to get that chemical process that you're going through for that day, and you're going to take it to a bunch of negativity. So now you see how that is mixing into your pot, into your chemical pot, right? So you want to be very mindful. I'm having a bad day. What you want to do in that hour? Go into a spot, into an environment, to a space. You want to talk to somebody, talk to a person who you might view as normally positive, to mix in with your day of negativity. Am I saying that correctly? So you have you're normally positive. So you have positive. That day in that moment, you have a negative. So to level that out, do you want to go into a more negative or you want to go into a more positive? So how the alchemy of the mind and of the thoughts create your day and help you move past obstacle blocks and mountains. Listen, 100%, I say Coco, K-K-O, C-A-C-A-O, K-K-O. Yeah. How you doing? 100% K-K-O. Almonds, nuts, figs, berries, blackberries, yes. Yes, did I say almonds? Almonds, yeah, almonds, cashews, kale, green vegetables. Emphasis on the 100%, and I'm gonna tell you, it's not the best taste now. The 100% KKO right now is excellent. Get outside into nature, eat you on some nuts and berries. It's going to take you to the other side of this thing. Like, what is this thing? That thing. That obstacle in that block. All right, so you can hear this video today and you can take it in and receive it and be like, right now is the vibrate. So the chemical process that's going on in the air, the chemical process of this information, this message going into your ear, into your thought process, hitting the brain, the organ of the brain. All right, producing an alchemical process for yourself in your own life against every obstacle and block. So the importance is right now, so that you can catch that wave that is going on right now. Getting outside right now to breathe in. The air right now. What's gonna happen is you're gonna mess around and drown off this wave. I had to say that. That song's in my head. Around and drown off this wave. Oh, let me tell you that God is amazing, okay? I must say and clarify, these days when I say God, I no longer view God as something, someone, an entity, him, her, outside of me. I am it, okay? You are it. The God that you wait on, the Savior, the Jesus that you wait on, the hero, the person, the thing that you wait on to help you, to assist you, to get you there is you. You are waiting on you. You are it. You're it. The hero, the Savior, the Jesus, the God that you're waiting on is you. Everything that you need, you have it already. You've already been equipped. You have been given the authority. He already created us in His image and in His likeness. So through tradition, through life, through religion, through books, the Bible, we have been taught that something, someone, a God outside of us that we must reverence is going to come and save us. That is here to save us. We're waiting on Jesus to come back. We're waiting on Him to make a move. We're waiting on the move of God. But you are that move. And it starts with a thought. It says you are able to do exceedingly. God is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all that you can ever ask or think. God has given you. What's that scripture? Is it the Spirit? God has given you, not the Spirit to get wealth. God has given you the Spirit to get, well, no, not the Spirit. What's that word? I need that word. This Bible. God has given you what you need to get wealth. So we're waiting on the check in the mail. We're waiting on the money. We're waiting on the right time. We're waiting on the move of God. But it's already been given us to. It's already been given to us. You have to get up and go out and get it. Starting with a thought. Don't think that it's impossible. It's possible. All right. Now again, there's nothing wrong with wanting what some might view as average versus a high success. Whatever you view as that. It's all about what you want. So don't view yourself or see that success is high and I got to reach up and I got to do this and do this and do that like that. I have to obtain this and this as your success because that's what the majority is doing or because that's what you see on social media. Set your own limit. What will make you happy and fulfilled? And whatever that is enough. That's enough. That's more than enough. You can do all things already. It says through Christ. Through the thought of His presence with you. You can do it. You can get it done. So many of the things, so many things we know how to do, so many skill sets we have already. We know it already. It's within us. We already know it. We have to remember. I'll end this video here. Thank you guys for watching the video, okay? If you have not taken the moment to hit the subscribe button, please do. Hit the subscribe button now. I really will appreciate it. Hit the like button. Share on all your platforms as well. Thank you guys, okay? I must say that we are going somewhere with this, okay? I cannot end this video without sending you guys love and light.